Live from WTOC, the Southeast News leader. The News Now starts on WTOC Plus.
Thanks for joining us here for The News on WTOC Plus. I'm digital anchor Jude Bankley. We start this afternoon on the Crime Watch as the Bullock County Sheriff's Office has arrested a man after a reported home invasion and rape this week. Here's what we know. Investigators arrested 26-year-old Kenneth Moreno Guzman. He's facing multiple criminal charges, including rape, aggravated child molestation, aggravated sodomy, cruelty to children, home invasion, among multiple other counts. The arrest comes after Bullock County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division looked into a reported home invasion and rape case. It was reported in the early morning hours of Monday, January 12th. Guzman is being held without bond in the Bullock County Jail. And we should also note that the Sheriff's Office is holding a press conference in just about 30 minutes at 1:30. We will be streaming that live right here on WTOC Plus, where we expect to learn much more about this investigation. Staying on the Crime Watch, the Savannah Police Department shared images of multiple individuals they are looking for in connection to a robbery at the Best Buy on Abercorn Street. Here are the pictures that were posted to the Savannah Police Department's Facebook page. SPD says $40,000 worth of electronics were stolen from the store back in December. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers, or you could submit an anonymous tip through the SPD mobile app. Well, federal prosecutors have charged more than a dozen college basketball players in an alleged betting scheme to rig basketball games. That includes a player at Kennesaw State University who was federally indicted. Niamani Watson is at the university, who spoke with students there about what this player is being accused of.
Federal prosecutors say players were bribed to fix games by intentionally underperforming. Students I spoke with say they're actually surprised their school is involved in something like this.
They sent it in our group chat and I thought they were trolling.
Kennesaw State University in the national spotlight after players are accused of taking part in a massive operation to rig basketball games in exchange for money.
I feel like Kennesaw's not that big of a school. Like for someone to do that big of a scheme from Kennesaw, it's kind of crazy.
Open look, Cottle.
Kennesaw State guard Simeon Cottle and former Kennesaw State forward DeMond Robinson are among those listed in the federal indictment. Court documents state fixers reached out to Cottle with an offer to manipulate the 2024 matchup against Queen's University. Cottle allegedly recruited Robinson and another unnamed player.
It undermines the integrity of the game. If you know you're going into, I have to miss 10 shots, like you're not giving the game what you're supposed to give it.
The fixers placed and won over $20,000 in bets. Documents state Cottle received about $40,000 in cash on campus to be shared with the players. Although students say what the players are alleged of doing is wrong, some say they understand the appeal.
At the same time, like, he's a human being, so I understand the allure of, oh, you're gonna get 40K, just miss 5 shots.
In a statement, KSU says it is aware of the reports and that Cottle has been suspended indefinitely from all team activities.
I think in the moment he felt like, yeah, it's going to be good, but now I know he would take it all back if he could.
All that stuff is going to be with him forever, so I wouldn't have done that.
Both Cottle and Robinson are charged with bribery and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Reporting from Kennesaw State University, I'm Niamani Watson, Atlanta News First.
And staying in state news, Georgia Insurance and Fire Safety Commissioner John King is cracking down on health insurance companies violating Georgia's mental health parity laws. King issued $25 million worth of fines yesterday alone. The Mental Health Parity Act of Georgia requires that insurance provide coverage for mental health and substance use disorders. King says these fines will make sure insurance companies are getting Georgians the care that they need. In consumer news, a popular online gaming platform is facing a new federal lawsuit alleging it failed to protect a 12-year-old Washington State girl from a predator. That lawsuit was filed yesterday and accuses the game Roblox of allowing an adult man to target a minor through the app. Bridget Chavez has the details of the new lawsuit.
It's supposed to be a game for kids.
The whole thing is geared to kids.
But this lawsuit alleges Roblox has become something far more dangerous, a hunting ground for child predators.
They are really looking to hold Roblox accountable, but beyond that, to make sure that what happened to them does not happen to any other family.
The lawsuit filed Thursday morning in federal court in Northern California was brought on behalf of a Snohomish County family. It alleges a predator targeted their daughter when she was just 12 years old.
We have over 40 cases now filed all over the country, and the facts read almost, verbatim, where you have a predator that is using Roblox to prey on a young child.
Jamie Powers, an attorney for the family, says what happened here follows that same pattern. The predator identified and targeted her in a Roblox game, falsely claiming to be a child of her age. Then employed well-documented grooming tactics, building trust under the false pretense that he was a peer. He then manipulated the plaintiff into believing that they were in a relationship and coerced her into sending multiple explicit images of herself. If she refused, he threatened her until she complied with his demands. In a statement, Roblox said in part, "We are deeply troubled by any incident that endangers any user. Roblox aims to build a platform that sets the bar for safety online, and we prioritize the safety of our community." Legal experts say this case hinges on a much bigger question.
The parents and the people that are bringing the lawsuits are trying to claim, no, you're a product. And as a product, you bear liability, like if I was putting out a defective car or a defective drug or any of those kinds of things, you're strictly liable for the results of that.
That responsibility is exactly what courts are now being asked to weigh.
Obviously, if you're going to maintain a playground, then you have a responsibility to make sure that there's nothing like flamethrowers or pointed sticks or other kinds of things around kids.
Well, in the Low Country, Beaufort Naval Hospital has made the short list to potentially become the home of a new Coast Guard training facility. The Department of Homeland Security and the Coast Guard are searching for a new training site to support the expected growth of more than 15,000 service members in the coming years. Local leaders in Beaufort County say this could be the long-awaited opportunity to put the former Naval Hospital property to good use.
Allows us to underscore to the federal government that they have a underutilized asset that could fit the bill for this training facility.
If Beaufort Naval Hospital is selected, officials say the project could bring more than 2,000 jobs and generate an economic impact exceeding $300 million. All right, well, and a reminder for you as we approach the weekend with these colder temperatures, Georgia Power has some ways to stay warm. If you're using a fireplace, wood stove, or a space heater, be sure you're also ventilating your home so you don't build up toxic gas. Never plug space heaters into extension cords and never leave them unattended. Now, if you want to save on money, Georgia Power recommends setting your thermostat to 68 degrees or lower. You should also let the sun shine to naturally heat your home. Well, tomorrow, everyone's invited to the Savannah Civic Center renaming ceremony and community event, which will honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The free family-friendly event will be at the Civic Center on West Oglethorpe Avenue in Savannah. It's happening at 3 o'clock tomorrow. It will officially mark the renaming of the facility as the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Civic Center. There will be interactive activities, opportunities for reflection, and a community memory collection experience. Very cool. All right, and finally, coming up today at 2:30, WTOC is taking you under the Gold Dome for an episode of Governing Georgia. Each week, we're breaking down the biggest bills moving through the Capitol and what they mean for you, your family, and your community. You can watch it live right here at 2:30 on WTOC Plus. It'll also be on the WTOC Facebook page, streaming live as well. This is a brand new show we're launching right here on WTOC Plus as we get ready for the second week, essentially, of the legislative session. The 40-day session started earlier this week, so we're going to be recapping some of the bills making their way through the chambers. We should also note that in just about 15 minutes, we will hear from the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office. about that arrest that they made yesterday regarding the home invasion and rape. That man, again, we do have his mugshot right here, Kenneth Moreno Guzman. We are expecting to learn many more details about this investigation and this case coming up at 1:30 when the sheriff's office will be holding that press conference. Again, that will be live right here on WTOC Plus as well. Until then, you can always head on over to our website to get the latest updates at WTOC.com. Thanks for watching, and for the next 15 minutes, here's Local News Live.